Your gate icon. Your beautiful gate icon lips. First word, dot plot. What is a dot plot? Let's focus this a little bit. It's a little blurry today. Well, a dot plot is a number line with marks that show frequency. Frequency meaning how often things occur. Frequency, which is our next word, of course. Frequency. Sound it out. Here we go. Frequency, the number of times a data value occurs. So if you see 4 dots above the number 8, that data occurred 4 times. If you see 2 dots above the number 4, that data occurred 2 times. So frequency means how often things happen. He frequently hits a single. Means that it happens pretty often. Okay? Easy enough. So are you ready for the steps? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. Here we go. We're going to write it as steps in using a dot plot. Steps in using a dot plot. It's going to be very simple. Step 1. Look at the table of information. I'm going to put info. We'll abbreviate. Look at the table of info. So they'll give you a table. It'll have a bunch of information on it, and you have to analyze it. So step 2, you're going to draw a number line. Now, if the data goes up to 20, your number line should go up to 20. If your data only goes up to the number 5, then you should only have to go up to the number 5. Don't make the number line longer than it needs to be. Okay, so then you're going to draw the number line. Pencil up when you're done. I like how I hear people switching colors. That means they're being spatial. Pencil up when you're ready. Okay. I'm going to move that up then. Step 3, you're going to label your number line. So again, if it goes up to 20, then you need to do your number line up to 20. If it only goes up to 10, only label up to 10. Step 4, you're going to plot each piece of data. So let's plot them all on the line. And lastly, you're going to use the graph. So you're going to use your dot plot to answer the question. So that means it's going to give it to us in word problem form with a table. We're going to draw our dot plot and then figure out what the answer to the question is. That's it. Very simple. Simple, simple, simple. 5 steps. Now you might need a straight edge or a ruler because we're going to be drawing some data tables and you're going to be using a number line. So if you have a ruler, take it out. Straight edge could be your ID card, it could be your pencil box, whatever you need to make straight lines. I don't want not straight lines. If you want to borrow a popsicle stick, you can. That helps. I'm going to grab my ruler, and we'll be ready to go. All right. The first thing we're going to have is a word problem, per usual. So let's go ahead and write that out. So we're going to be moving on to modeling, which Mr. Yark, our wonderful manly model who said he's going to take one for the team and have spirit, is coming up to the front. And he's going to be the best model ever. Are you ready, Mr. Yark?
Sure.
All right, Eddie, here we go. 1, 2, 3, modeling. Oh, yes, looking it down the runway, ladies and gentlemen.
It's all blurry.
I think he looks great. Way to be. You didn't even smile. Was that like your model pose? You don't smile? I like the pose at the end. That's the best part. All right, here we go. Thank you, Eddie. Let's write this word problem together. Hannah is training for a walkathon. Not a jogathon like we have, a walkathon. Hannah is training for a walkathon. The table shows the number of miles she walks each day. The table shows the number of miles she walks each day. She has 1 day left in her training. She has 1 more day to train. She has 1 more day left in her training. Here comes the question that they're going to ask you. How many miles is she most likely to walk on the last day? I know it's long. We won't do too many because we have to write quite a bit. Once you've written that, your ruler is going to get ready. So again, Hannah's training for a walkathon. The table, which we're going to draw right now, shows the number of miles she walks each day. She has 1 day left to train. So how many miles is she most likely to walk on the last day? So we're going to put distance. Hannah walked over here on the right side of our paper. We're going to do the distance Hannah walked in miles on the right side of our paper. I'm going to draw a line above that. Nice straight line. And kind of put that saying in a little box. The distance Hannah walked. Now you're going to need 4 columns. Okay, so you're going to make your 4 columns. It's up to you how big you want to make them. Actually, you're going to need 5. 5 columns to be exact. So, draw your lines. Now, on your homework or on the test, these lines will be drawn for you. But in our notes, let's just be a little logical, mathematical, and draw the lines today. As straight as you can. And then you're going to need 4 rows. 4 rows. So we'll do 1, 2, 3 lines to make 4 rows. Just like that. So altogether you should have about 20 boxes. So 5 across and 4 down. Doesn't have to be perfect. Try your best. And then pencil up when you need. Almost there. More seconds. Awesome. All right. In the first box, I want you to write the number 4. Below that, I want you to write 5. 5 again. And 4 again. 4, 5, 5, 4. Next column. 2, 5, 2, and 9. 2, 5, 2, 9. Next column, 9, 1, 5, 3. 9, 1, 5, 3. Bless you. Next column, 3, 6, 4, 2. 3, 6, 4, 2. Last one. 3, 2, 5, 4. So when they give you this graph, they give you a bunch of numbers. Now the numbers aren't in order. So you're going to have to do this very carefully when you make your dot plot. Okay? So we already said that step 1 was to what? Look at the table. Step 1, we're going to look with our eyes. We're going to look at that table. Okay? Bless you. Step 2, we need to draw a number line. So we can do that easily. Easily. Go ahead and draw a line on your paper. Now luckily, the numbers don't look like they go up that high, so your line probably doesn't need to be super long. So go ahead and draw a line. Now looking at the data in the table, what should our number line go up to? What number?
9.
9. Awesome. So you can label by 2s if you want, by 3s if you want. I'm just going to label by 1s here. That's just me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So go ahead and draw your number line and label it to 9. Let me know when you're good. Thank you.
Chris has some pencil in there. Another ready.
Awesome. So now this is the hard part. These aren't in order, so we have to kind of go in a certain way. What I like to do is I like to just go column by column, just like I gave you the numbers, and cross them out as I go so I make sure I get each and every number. Okay? So my first number is 4. So I'm going to make a dot above 4, and then I'm going to put a little check mark so I know I got rid of that box. My next one is 5. So I'm going to put a dot over the 5 and check that one off. I have another 5, so I'm going to put another dot above the 5. Check that off. I'm going to put a 4 and check that off. And you could keep going. 2, check it out. 5, check it out. 2, check it out. 9, check it out. 9 again. Check it out. 1. Check it out. 5 again. Check it out. 3. Check that out. 2 more columns. 3 again. 6. 4. 2. 1 more column. 3. 2. 5. And 4. So again, I like to check them off as I go, or you can make an X or color it in, whatever you need to do so that you make sure you get all of the numbers. Now we need to label our graph, which was step 3. We need to label. So what is this graph about? What does it say up here? The distance Hannah walked. So here is, down below, distance Hannah walked. Easy. So whatever it says on the table is whatever you put here to label. That's the distance Hannah walked. Simple, simple, simple. So we labeled step 3. Step 4, we did it. We plotted all the data. So our last step is to answer the question. What are they asking us in this question, William? What is the question that they're asking us in this problem? Stand and deliver, please.
How many miles is she most likely to walk on the last day?
So how many miles is she most likely, most occurring, is she most likely to walk on the last day? Who can give me a nice educated guess? Noah?
Miss Graham, Hannah could mostly walk 5 miles.
Yes. How'd you get that? You're so smart. How'd you get that? How'd you get it, Noah?
On the graph, all the numbers that she walked was more than all the numbers.
Yeah, the most occurring, the mode, the one that occurs the most is 5. So most likely she's going to walk 5 miles. So that's what you're going to do in step 5. You're going to answer the question. Okay? So we're going to answer the question right now in a complete sentence. The number of miles Hannah is most likely to walk the last day. Complete sentence. Is 5 miles. Done. The number of miles Hannah is most likely to walk the last day is 5 miles. Pretty easy, right? Look at the table, make a dot plot, answer a question. Simple, simple, simple. I'm running out of graph paper. All right. No more graph paper. Alrighty, here we go. We need to do one more. Someone go. Thank you. Could someone grab me a piece of paper from over there? Am I can you grab me paper? Just regular paper? Any paper. Gracias, gracias. Thanks, Amaya. That's good. Thank you, Eddie, our model. Here we go. So let's just do one more, and then we'll be done. I know. This takes a lot of writing. Jill kept a record of her workout. Actually, her workout times.
That's good.
Mhm.
I didn't catch the last sentence on step 5.
Jill kept a record of her workout times. How many? So here's the question. Of Jill's workouts lasted exactly 90 minutes. Jill kept a record of her workout times. How many of those workouts lasted exactly 90 minutes? That means nothing more, nothing less, right? So, there is a table, which is going to be fun to make right now. So here we go. We're going to make a table of Jill's workout times. Now again, usually on your homework or test, and it's in minutes, usually on your homework or test, the graph will already be there for you. Adriana, are you good with that last one?
Yes.
Okay. You're welcome. You're gonna need 7 columns. Oh my goodness, this graph, you're gonna kill me. I know. It'll be okay. We'll get through it. So I'm gonna draw my lines. We have Jill's workout times. So let's do it a little easier. Let's write the first column of numbers, 30, 90, 60, and 120. That way, we already know where our column's gonna be. So let's just do the numbers first. We have our first column of numbers. Our next column of numbers is going to be 60, 60 again, 120, and 30. Next column, 30, 120, 60, and another 120. I know this is the worst part and it's already going to be done for you, so just bear with me. Next column is 90, 30, 60, and 60 again. Three more. Next column, 62 times. I lied, 63 times. And then 120. Whew. Great. Almost there. 30, 90, 30, and 60. Oh, we're on the last one. Hallelujah. Last column, 60, 90, 30, and 120. So again, this graph will be done for you. We just had to do it in our notes. So there's the graph. And they want to know how many of these workouts are exactly 90 minutes. If you are done with the graph, you can start making your line for your number line. Now with my number line, I just want to make it as easy as possible. I'm just going to go by 30s. You're so smart. Alright, so with my number line, just like Matthew said, because he's a genius, I'm just gonna go by 30s. So I'm gonna go 0, 30, 60, 90, 120. That's it. Not even gonna go any further. Now again, when you start plotting, you can either cross them out as you go, you can check them off, scribble it, whatever you want to do. Okay? So I'm going to start in my left column here at 30, 90, 60, and 120. Go at your own pace. 60, 60, 120, 30. Start making your dots. 30, 120, 60, and 120. Next column, 90, 30, 60, and 60. I think my 60 column is going to go through my graph. 60, 60, and 60. Yep, it is. 60. It's going up into my table. That's okay. 120. 30. 90. 30. Oh, another 60. No. 60. Last column, 60. Jeez. 90. 30. And 120. So that's it. You have the graph, you make the number line with the dot plot. All we have to do now, we're just about finished, all we have to do is answer the question. So now that we have this, let's answer the question. It says, how many of Jill's workouts lasted exactly 90 minutes? So how frequent did she work out for 90 minutes, James?
4.
Very good, I love how you answered the complete sentence. Yes, 4. So I'm going to say 4 of Jill's workouts lasted exactly 90 minutes. Done. So when you take this on the new test, you're gonna have multiple things. You get a point for being able to make a dot plot, and you get a point for being able to answer the question. Easy. You can go ahead and stop the recording. Thank you, Aisha.